Hello, Sunshine. I'm Dr. Winifred Site.
And I am Dietitian Blossom.
This segment is titled The Sweet Spot.
Navigating sugars for better energy.
Welcome to episode 1. Hello, Sunshine. I'm Dr. Winifred Site. This is my 7th year of being a medical doctor in Abuja. And I know that we have a lot of things to discuss. The goal of these conversations is to bring healthcare closer to you, to decentralize it and make sure that you are in better charge of your health. So today I have a very special guest with me. I want her to bring a lot of light into certain situations that I know will help you. Let me introduce my guest today.
Hi, my name is Dietitian Blossom Akomas. I am a registered dietitian nutritionist for over 5 years. I'm a weight loss coach. I deliver evidence-based nutrition care, community and public health nutrition, meal planning, and therapeutic nutrition. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Okay, so there was actually a publication that was released in 2019 that stated that more people die globally from a bad diet than smoking. So meaning we need to take a lot of care when we are choosing our diet. And that is something that, from my own experience with patients and clients, is something that is usually overlooked. So for certain conditions, you need to know how to eat properly and how not to eat. You need to know what to eat and how to eat it. Then even if you are healthy in your own way, you need to still know what to eat and how to eat to stay healthy or to achieve certain health goals. So I want you to shed some light on the scope of dietetics and nutrition.
All right, there's a saying that goes, you are what you eat. And of course, from when we become from puberty to adulthood, we take charge of what we eat. So sometimes we have some diseases and comorbidities, that diseases that are not transmitted. Maybe they are hereditary. Some of those diseases like hypertension, diabetes, sometimes heart diseases that come up as a result of what we eat or our diets. So dietetics and nutrition comes in to help us prevent these diseases from happening earlier or help us manage them when they happen. So this is what we need to talk about from time to time.
I actually asked that question because a lot of my patients, they don't take their nutrition very seriously, and even people around me, they don't take their nutrition very seriously. They go about, the hustle and bustle, and they forget to eat properly, and they just eat whatever it is that comes on the way. So this is kind of like a wake-up call to people so that they take it more seriously. Now, currently in the Sunshine Club, we're doing a 28-day challenge. The whole of February, we're staying without refined sugar. So we're doing a zero sugar challenge. So I would like you to, say a little bit of, make an input into the zero sugar challenge.
Okay. So about sugars, I will say that sugar is very essential, as much as people say it's bad. So I would just like to explain a few things. Now, when it comes to sugars, we have simple sugars and complex sugars. So for as a dietitian, I would always recommend people go with complex sugars. Now, complex sugars, example, yam, rice, foods that we eat, potato, plantain. And then the simple sugars are like Coke, sweets, muffin, cakes, the list goes on, ice cream. So now, sugar is very essential because it's the main point of energy source to the body. So now, it's better to use or to go through the right route, that's using more complex sugars and removing more simple sugars. Now, the whole idea of simple sugar, what it does to the body, when you ingest simple sugars, it pumps in a lot of energy in the body. The same way it pumps in, that's the same way it drops. So the more sugars, the more simple sugars you take, the more energy drop you have, the more the more you're fatigued, the more you get hungry, and the more you crave simple sugars. So that's why we prefer you eat rice, you eat yam, but everything now boils down to portion control and portion size. So that's the whole idea.
Okay, that's a really nice explanation. Now, there are a variety of conditions that I know that a dietitian should be involved in, a nutritionist should be involved in,
Yeah.
because a lot of the disease conditions that we manage as doctors, they are supposed to be managed in a multidisciplinary way.
Of course.
You don't just come to see a doctor. And I usually advise my clients, you don't just have, a lot of people have a doctor.
Yeah.
They have a surgeon, but they don't have a nutritionist, they
Yeah,
don't have a dietitian.
dietitian.
And that's something that you should have. So I understand that people are trying to meet up with their life. They don't have the time to do a lot of things, but
Yeah.
it's something that is paramount to the health. So if you have a doctor, you should have a nutritionist.
yeah,
So
of course.
as soon as you feel like you're financially stable, I would always advise people to have a nutritionist. So at the beginning of the year, you go see your nutritionist, even as a family, to know what this person should be taking, given the person's size, given the person's age, you know, the growth, because there are stages of growth in children to, you know, you have different goals to enable bone growth, to enable, you know, size control and all of that, to
Cognitive
rationalize.
functions,
Yes, so even metabolism.
Yeah.
So these are things that I encourage my clients to do. So how important would you say it is to have a nutritionist as an individual in Nigeria?
It's very important. Just like you said, just like how you need your doctor, you also need your dietitian. And there are so many reasons. You know, as a dietitian, I do a lot of things for family. So part of those things include maternity and child nutrition. Most of our family members, you know, when a mother is pregnant, during lactation, during weaning, and all the process, sometimes women, you know, they have diseases as simple as preeclampsia. It may not be simple, but you know, hypertension and edema in pregnancy. Some of them have, you know, iron deficiency that, you know, manifests. They start eating rocks. You know, pica, they start eating uzu, all of those, you know, abnormal cravings. So yeah, we need to, we do all that to educate the family, you know, help mothers, and, you know, educate them on the importance of exclusive breastfeeding, and then, you know, their partners on the importance also. And when it comes to, you know, after, some people say after 6 months, it's time to switch over to complementary foods, what to give. They don't know what to give. Some parents just make the food boring. Maybe just eat ogi for 1 year, or, you know, baby formula for 6 months, and that's that. But as a dietitian, I come in to educate mothers on food options to complement with breast milk aside baby formula.
Yeah.
So, and also, I also help in meal planning and planning good balanced meal on a budget, because most times, you know, in Nigeria, I say, okay, we can't really afford egg because it's expensive, we can't afford chicken because it's expensive, but you know, I help you plan for that, and at the end of the day, you're managing your meal, and the whole concept of balanced diets, you know, you achieve it: more protein, more fiber and vegetables and fruits, less carbohydrates, and then you can now picture that balanced diet in your plates. So you know, those are the things. When we have okay, as a dietitian, I also help, you know, educate them on food hygiene and safety.
Very important.
Yes, you know, right now in Nigeria there's an outbreak of Lassa fever.
Yeah.
And you know, most times you go to the market, you want to make a salad, you just buy your vegetables and you wash up and you just prepare. You know, so I help, you know, educate them on the right things to do just for adequate nutrition and a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.